Now, after the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Herbert. They'll look to set up the screen here. That keeps them ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
You see so many teams wait till 3rd down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on 1st down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive.
And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. It's the safety, Jalen Petrie.
Damn.
This is really becoming a key element to playing in the NFL, Mike. The ability to play off script and use your legs to extend the play. I think in this case, he either needs to tuck that ball down and become a runner, or he just simply needs to throw that ball away.
From the gun, Jackson. He's got his tight end, Mark Andrews. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
No, we changed it.
A 1st down throw for Jackson. Right back to Andrews. He's got another one. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They got it inside the 15. And another 1st down. And another big gainer. This time 23 yards. From the shotgun, here's Jackson. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And he will score! Kenneth Walker. Touchdown, Ravens. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game.
Man.
And he continues to remain on fire. That is a rare NFL day. 5 touchdown passes thrown.
And, Mike, at this point, the defense just looks completely lost out there. I mean, they have no answers whatsoever, giving up the 5th touchdown pass of this ball game.
Still a little time. Final minute of this 1st half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
On play action. Now Herbert. Oh,
give me that.
Continue. Another interception.
Give me that. Give me that. Oh, why you get in the way?
The offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Oh, that's...
Jackson looking to throw.
Had him too.
Got to him. He's hit as he threw it, and that pass ball is incomplete.
Here in the 1st half, we've seen nothing but connections from these two guys. I mean, they've come out completely on fire, so the defense finally gets a stop, and really the first time we've seen these guys be a little bit off.
2nd and 10. Throwing Jackson. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
And 10 yards to go.
The pass protection's been a little bit shaky at times, and that was the case there. And even though they're not going to go down for allowing a sack, it was allowing the pressure that ultimately prevented that pass from being complete.
On 3rd down, Jackson. This one down the field, but wind up incomplete. Jay Flowers towards the intended receiver. And that's going to lead to a fourth down.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way. I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Set. Set. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. He's able to get away from one man, but the reinforcements were there fast. He's taken down for a loss on the play.
Well, as been the case this entire first half, it's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with an...
In trouble, and down he goes. Mike Green getting in for the sack. Now it's going to be third and a mile. Now Herbert. They'll set up the screen to Hampton. Crazy. And he's going to be out of bounds. Triple zeros up there on the clock. We have reached the end of the first half. These two teams fighting to get to that AFC Championship game next Sunday. Back to it here. The third quarter underway. On first down, it's Hampton. That's a move that deserved more than he got. In terms of yards, just a gain of 2. So, from the 37, here's 2nd and 8. Throwing now is Herbert. He's hit as he throws. It goes to the ground, and it's an incomplete pass.
All these defensive linemen, I promise you, they all want sacks. That is how you get paid. That is how you make your name. But it's also the other plays where you can affect the quarterback. Can you make them feel uncomfortable? Or in this case, you don't get the sack, but it was the hit that's able to alter the pass to fall incomplete.
And this ball is
everywhere
on third down.
And another wasted drive here, Mike, and they start to add up. And coming out of halftime, you would think that they would make some adjustments to try to get some points on the scoreboard, but so far, looks like much of the same.
The punter remains on the sideline. They're going to line up and go for it on fourth down. They will indeed go as they look to throw. Incomplete. They couldn't get the connection on fourth. Going to give the ball over on down. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They'll run the toss with Walker. Down the sideline, inside the 25. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, inside the 20. They get an even 20 on that one. Good for a Raven first down. Once again, it's Walker. And he's got another one. Kenneth Walker. Touchdown, Ravens. Saving his best for the playoffs.
You just don't see these kind of holes too often at this NFL level, Mike. And you can see once he got the ball, the clear line to the end zone, he doesn't get touched. And an unfortunate defensive breakdown here ends up costing him 6 points.
No problem there on the extra point, and the Ravens stretch things out even further.
59. Chargers, nothing. Tyler Loop to kick off for Baltimore.
Now, after the touchdown, Loop is back out to kick this one away.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Play action. It's Herbert. He's going to air this one out, and he's just throwing ducks up there. Another ball intercepted. It's the safety, Kyle Hamilton. And he's going to be out of bounds, but he has his offense set up in great field position inside the red zone.
So often, Mike, defenders are just happy the ball ends up in his hands, but not this guy. I mean, the catch was one thing, but then the party really got started. I mean, look at this return. He gets one block. He gets another. He's got teammates springing him all over the field. And this offense is lucky. This didn't go all the way back for a pick six. So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
They'll go with Hampton. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all. Here's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll put Addison in motion. Herbert to throw. Flushed to his left. Taking off. Carrying that ball loosely,
man,
and it
chill
is
out.
And it will be another turnover as this defense does it again.
That was a great play by the defense, Mike. He got a little sloppy with ball security as he leaves the pocket. They're able to knock it loose and put an end to this drive.
Back to throw. Jackson. That's deep for the back of the end zone. And that ball led him too far. Maybe too
Damn,
wide.
he caught that. Good.
He was trying to get that to Tez Walker.
It leads to 2nd
And
and
it'll lead to a 2nd down.
Hey, Alpha, sit on! Sit on!
Off the play fake. Jackson. This one downfield. Taken in by Higgins. That one good for 26 yards.
26 yards.
We spent so much time talking about arm strength, and while that certainly has a place in the conversation, look at the touch of this ball, Mike. It's a deep corner route. This ball needs to have the right pace, the right trajectory to not only get it over the second-level defenders,
And he's into the end zone yet again. Jay Flowers. Touchdown, Baltimore. Saving his best for the playoffs. His 3rd touchdown of the game.
Tyler Loop.
And that is the hat trick. What a game. His 3rd touchdown reception of this one.
and nothing they've done to slow him down has worked, Mike. This defense, they're throwing multiple guys at him. They're playing man, they're playing zone. It doesn't matter. This guy is having his way, and he's having a day.
after the touchdown, Loop is back out to kick this one away.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
On 1st down, Herbert. The middle of the field, taken in by Addison. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. That was good for 8 dozen. A very quick first down.
1st down, Los Angeles.
Herbert now on 1st down. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete, but pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
Out of the gun, here's Herbert. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up 3rd down.
And this is really just more of the same that we saw in the first half. They have made it a huge struggle in the passing game. I mean, just no easy completions, no open space. Every single ball has been contested, and they've done a great job all day.
2 receptions for him on this drive. This one good for 16 yards.
And the Chargers 1st down.
Again, they'll throw with Herbert. 1st down throw there is incomplete.
There's a lot of ways for defensive linemen to disrupt the passing game. That's everything about today's modern NFL. How do you disrupt the quarterback and make him feel uncomfortable? Of course, sacking him is a great way, but even getting your hands up in those throws.
The ball comes out. And fortunately, this is going to get out of bounds, so possession does not change hands. 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Herbert. He's got a receiver.
Caught that bit. Good shit.
That's catch 3 just on this drop. And it gets his team a 1st down.
That's another Chargers 1st down.
Shotgun now for Herbert. Moving outside the pocket, escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
Great example of 1st down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Oh, that was my pick.
Covered very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose, and it's going to force 3rd down. Now Herbert again. And that is incomplete. Contact, but no flags. Going to be 4th down.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
Snatch that bit.
Another interception. It's the safety, Jalen Petrie. And the Ravens are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on 4th down.
Turnover on down.
Oh, 180.
On the RPO, it's a throw, and it's Higgins. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
Let's give some credit to this offensive line. Once they identified the blitz, you can see them communicating with one another to make sure everybody is on the same page, and that's what gave the quarterback enough time.
Look at him go! Inside the 20. And he will dive into the end zone. 75 yards. Touchdown, Baltimore. Luke now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Ravens add on to their already sizable lead.
Ravens 76. Chargers nothing. Tyler Luke to kick off.
Now, after the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Herbert now on first down. Moving to his left. He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throw away.
Herbert sacked. A 10-yard loss on the play. It's second down.
And now he's not spiking it. It's a fake. And that is incomplete. A little trickery with the fake spike, but it does not pan out.
For whatever reason, when the ball was in the air, Mike, it seemed to me like he was almost having a little trouble tracking it. I'm not sure if that's what allowed the defender to catch back up, but ultimately it was the contact at the catch point that causes the incomplete, and that's going to bring up third and real long. I like the fact that they took a shot on third and long, right? A lot of offenses in that situation would be a little bit more conservative playing for the fourth down punt. They're trying to pick up a big chunk play through the air, but now that you can't connect, it all but guarantees you got to punt this ball away as it brings up fourth and a mile.
This one, incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on down. So, all my years, here's one that you don't see often. The field goal team on first down. 3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Ravens add on to their lead.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
Back to it now after that made field goal. Here's Luke to kick this one away.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
A run, this is Hampton. And he gets this up close to the 40. Roquan Smith there to bring him down.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6 at the 39-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 6. To throw, it's Herbert. And he's going to be taken down and a sack on what likely will wrap up plays in this third quarter. Odafe Owe in for the sack. It is a loss of 8. And now it's third down. No play fake.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front because right now, their pass protection is breaking down and this quarterback's paying the price for it.
Let's see what they do here. This is 4th and long. They'll go for it. It's Herbert. That's incomplete. Daring ball on 4th down. It does not work out. And it results in a turnover on down. On 1st and 10, here comes Walker. He's to the 10. And he won't quite get to the end zone, but they're going to be set up at the 2-yard line. That is a gain of 22, and it sets up 1st down and goal. Now the Chargers will use the first of their timeouts. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the 1st down. Tyler Luke now to try the field goal. This about as short as you can get. Another one through the uprights. He's 4 for 4 on the game. And the Ravens will add to their lead here in the 4th quarter. Back to it now after that made field goal. Here's Luke to kick this one away. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchdown. Now they'll pitch it out here. And they'll stretch him out to the sideline, but he'll be taken down for a loss.
A little surprising to see them keep the ball on the ground, especially given the situation, Mike. I mean, you're trailing. You haven't had a lot of success running the ball up until this point. They need chunk plays. They need to score, and they need to score fast.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Here's Herbert. The left side gets made by McConkey. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. They'll get 19 out of that play. It's good for a Charger 1st down.
At the 49-yard line.
Throwing, Herbert. That one incomplete.
And that's another brutal drop for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball up to this point. And yes, you can nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits your hands, you have to find a way to come down with it.
Now Herbert throwing on 2nd down. He'll find Hampton out of the backfield. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. A pickup of 12 yards. 1st down, L.A. Herbert to the air again. He throws right side down the field, and it is brought in. Give him 15 more on that one. They are on the move. It's a 1st down. Here comes Vidal. A nice job, able to dance away and get forward for a pickup of the halfback.
Yeah, so I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass. And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the 1st down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
We're trying to run for it with Hampton.
What? Man, get the fuck out of here.
Coming up, he takes this down to about the 5.
Uh-oh.
So 2 minutes left to play in the 2nd half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. 5 yards from the house. They've got it 1st and goal.
Let's go.
They'll run with Hampton. And he's going to lose yardage here. Taken down back at the 8.
Just feels like this has been the story of the day for this offense. Just unable to get anything going on the ground. And a big reason they find themselves trailing and another loss of yards.
It's back at the 8 now for 2nd and goal. Flush to his right. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. Mike Green trying to get his team a step closer to the Super Bowl. It's his 3rd sack of this divisional round game. His last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. That's in the end zone and intercepted. It's the safety, Kyle Hamilton.
Well, Mike, this is entering the wrong of rarefied air. I mean, as in, it's only happened a handful of times since the turn of the millennium. Rare. It's an entire season's worth of picks thrown in just one game. I think at this point, you junk the playbook, you light it on fire, and we're just going to start from scratch next week.
And he couldn't get that one to check up. It'll keep bouncing into the end zone. It's a touchback. On play action. Now Herbert out to his right. He's going to let one fly.
Off that bitch on 3 motherfuckers.
On the other side of midfield. So a big one there to start the drive. 31 yards.
And it's hardly an exaggeration when I say, Mike, that he's probably one of the most difficult individual assignments in the entire league. It's like playing football against that really good kid in your neighborhood. He's just hard to cover, and plays like this, it just shows how special he can be.
That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up 2nd down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball. So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding any open windows downfield.
2nd time they've connected on this drive. 19 yards out of this one.
It's really been a one-sided game, but how often do we see in the 4th quarter the team that finds themselves down by a lot, they start to come alive. I think it's a combination of trying to end the game on a positive note, but also sometimes that defense getting a little lackadaisical.
Gotta have that. This gotta go to the 3. This got to go to the 3. This got to go to the 3.
He's gonna bring this one back.
100 yards.
Well, they had a big hole to climb out of, and now it is even bigger. Greg, the defense was waiting for it, feasts on it, and they get to celebrate with a pick six.
Well, a very fitting way for this one to come to an end here, Mike. This has been a completely dominant defensive performance. This pick six here in the 4th quarter ends what has been a total runaway.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. Fake the handoff. Now Herbert exiting the pocket right. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. That's the way to get started. A pickup of 17 and a very quick first down.
17 yards. First down, Los Angeles.
On 1st and 10, here's Herbert. Going up top. He's got it! And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be 1st and goal.
Catching them, Chris.
At the 7-yard line.
Man, I'm just so good, motherfucker.
Here we go. One final play. And it's going to be some points here at the finish line. This is a touchdown. They've fought till the end, but still will come up short.
At this stage of the game, the score is really irrelevant. You want to try to build something positive towards the end of this game, and I think that score will help do just that.
So now Herbert and the Chargers will go for 2.
The Chargers will line up.
Herbert to the air again. And he's not going to get in. The decision to go for 2 doesn't pay off. Unable to cut any further into the deficit. So it's a win here for the Ravens. They are moving on as the #1 seed. The victory means they lock down another home date next weekend as they look to punch their ticket to the Super Bowl. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Ravens are victorious as we say so long from Baltimore.